One of the things I love about Las Vegas is there's always something new whenever you go. New hotels, new casinos, new restaurants, but to make way for all of that new, sometimes the old has to go away. And on my last trip to Vegas, I was just reflecting on the past 40 years I've been visiting there and some of the things I miss the most from the old Vegas. Now, something I'm missing that isn't even that old because it just closed is the Volcano in front of the Mirage. This was the best free show ever on the Las Vegas Strip. This volcano would erupt hourly at night. It was amazing, it was hot, it was loud, it was a spectacle. It defined Las Vegas. Unfortunately, it had its last eruption on July 16th, 2024, when the Mirage Hotel closed. It's making room for a Hard Rock Hotel that's gonna have a big guitar-shaped tower on the Strip, but you know what? Mirage Volcano, the Strip just won't be the same without you. I also really miss coin slot machines, not just the ones that would take your coins, but the ones that when you would win, coins would come out. Usually they'd be like silver dollars, and when you would win, they would go ching, 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 ching. Now we've got penny slots on the Strip, but you know what? Many of these penny slots on the Strip, the minimum bet starts at some ridiculous amount, like $2. Can you really call it a penny slot if it's $2 every time you play? But you know where you can still find coin-based slots? At the Circus Hotel. It's about the only reason I have left to go to the Circus are these slot machines. They don't actually dispense silver dollars, they dispense Circus tokens, but you can exchange them for dollars after you win, and when you do win, it does make that resounding ching 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 sound as these cool Circus tokens hit the tray at the bottom. I really miss free parking in Las Vegas. It seems like every year more and more hotels start to charge for parking. This year, like even the Venetian and the Wynn and the Encore, that were typically the holdouts, offering free parking or charging for parking. So every single hotel in the center of the Strip now charges for parking. Exceptions: Treasure Island, free parking. Hopefully for a while, they're not owned by the main conglomerates. Circus, free parking. Sahara, free parking. Even the Strat, which is in the middle of nowhere, now charges for parking. I miss the theme hotels of old Las Vegas, but Chris, aren't they still here? There are still some theme hotels, the Luxor, I really like, but all of the new hotels that are opening, Resorts World, Fontainebleau, their theme seems to be no theme. And even Resorts World, when it was originally being built, had like an Asian theme, and that all went away. The Circa Hotel downtown Vegas also seems to really have no theme, and I like going to Egypt, I like going to Italy, I like going to Paris, so please, big corporate Vegas companies, bring back the themes, okay? I also miss kid and family friendly Vegas. In the 80s and 90s, there seemed to be a real trend towards building family friendly attractions. Like MGM Grand, when it opened, had an amusement park in the back. There used to be a water park on the Strip. Circus has a big theme park. Well, Chris, it's still there. I know, it's just sad now. Like when Circus was new, the hotel was not so sad. Same with the Excalibur. When it was new, it was nice. And all of these family-friendly attractions really have just kind of gone into states of disrepair. And all of the new hotels almost seem to be going like anti-kid. In particular, the Circa Hotel doesn't allow kids to stay there. I know there are some people who are like, they don't like screaming children. That's a whole different thing, but I don't think we have to make things unfamily friendly just because there's a few snotty-nosed brats out there. One of the things I definitely miss in Las Vegas is daily housekeeping. Cost-cutting measures have led to many hotels cutting their daily housekeeping. They've certainly used the COVID-19 pandemic as an excuse for being environmentally friendly, but let's get real, it costs them more money to service your rooms and less money if they don't. If you want daily housekeeping, you should look for a hotel that still has it. Some of the best ones I like in Vegas, like the Wynn and the Venetian and the Fontainebleau, all still provide daily housekeeping. The other ones, not so sure. I miss the buffets in casinos, but Chris, there's still buffets in casinos. Correction, I miss the inexpensive, really good buffets that used to be in casinos. The Rio started it. They had a really good, inexpensive buffet. Planet Hollywood, the Aladdin, had a good one too. And now all these hotels are closing their buffets. I was just over at the Rio. They've converted the buffet to a food court. So what you're left with is really lousy cheap buffets like here at the Excalibur, or if you want to get a good buffet, then you got to go over to Caesar's Palace and drop $80 an adult for dinner. cray-cray. Vegas, can you please bring back the good, inexpensive buffets? I don't know, I asked that question, but I feel like they're probably never coming back because people don't gamble as much as they used to. You know what, that's what they tell us, that people don't gamble as much as they used to. But when you look at the revenue sheets of these hotels, people have gambled more in these past few years than ever before. So I don't know why we can't have the good cheap buffets again. I miss the free shows in Vegas, and while yes, there are still some free shows, for example, the Bellagio fountain isn't going anywhere, many of the great ones have been shut down or are going away. Mirage Volcano, I'm talking about you. The new owners of that hotel aren't gonna have that volcano anymore. And many of the new hotels that are opening, Fontainebleau is a great example, no show, no draw, nothing that's great to bring you there. So I really do miss this trend of having a good free show in every Vegas hotel. I really miss clear prices on hotel rooms. You know, there was a day that when the room rate was $50, that was how much you paid. That is not today. If the room rate is $50, you can expect a $45 resort fee on top of it. You can expect a lot of taxes. You can expect extra fees to pay for parking. You can expect extra cleaning fees or an extra bed fee. I really wish we could get back to the day where the price advertised was the price that you actually paid. And I mean, in particular on this trip, you know, I was staying at the Venetian, and I think 30% of my extra expenses were not actually the room rate. It was the resort fee, it was the taxes and all those type of things. So if you're coming to Vegas, definitely prepare yourself for the hotel rate inflation. I definitely miss prices on things in gift shops. The trend in Vegas is to not price the things in the gift shops. You go in this gift shop at the Mandalay Bay, nothing has a price on it. How much does it cost? You'll only know if you go to the cashier. Can we please put prices on our items again? Thank you. I miss the gifts that you used to get when you would sign up for casino players clubs in the casinos. Like if you would go over to Circus Circus and sign up for the players club, they might give you a pack of cards, or they might give you some dice, or if you'd go over to the MGM Grand, they might give you some free slot play. Now you pretty much get nothing if you sign up for the players cards. You just get the fancy card that then you can put in the slot machine or take with you around the resort. Can I get the dice that say Venetian again? That'd be cool. I miss live entertainment in the casinos. Most Vegas casinos used to have some bands and some entertainment in them, and now it's only the older casinos do. I'm here at the Paris and somebody's setting up for a performance tonight, but the new casinos like Resorts World, Fontainebleau, and their casinos, it just kind of seem really boring and soulless without a band. Can we bring back the bands, please? Yes, even you, Big Elvis. I miss moving walkways and escalators that actually work. Here at the Excalibur, this used to be a moving walkway to bring you into the hotel. Now they've got these plywood boards up that looks like this thing hasn't worked for a long time. And then the bridges between hotels around the strip, those things, the escalators, they are always broken. Come on, Vegas, can we get these moving things to help us with our leg pain working again? Thanks. I miss the menus in restaurants. If you go to sit-down restaurants nowadays, many of them have gotten rid of the menu, and instead they put a QR code on your table that you gotta scan to find the menu, and it just starts the experience and the meal off with I gotta scan this thing, my internet's not good, it takes a long time to load, I gotta look through the menu like this. Can I get the big menus again? Particularly the ones with pictures. I like pictures in my menus. I miss coffee shops in casinos, and by coffee shops, I don't mean Starbucks or Pete's Coffee. What I mean is the old school Vegas coffee shops that were like the 24/7 thing in the casino that you could basically get breakfast for cheap all day. I miss those things. Where did they go? And why is it that if you want pancakes or eggs or waffles, they almost don't exist? Or if they do, then you're gonna need to spend 2 hours in the establishment and spend, $45 a person because $7 of that was the orange juice. Can we get back a reasonably priced quick breakfast again? I'd appreciate that. Thanks. I definitely miss checking in and checking out at a person. The new trend is checking in and checking out at a computer right here.
You know, there's something about being able to ask a person, hey, can I have a quiet room? But here you check in on your phone and then you print a key right here, you take it out and you put it in here and you get a room key. Well, I guess you still can see a person over there, but I feel like this is gonna be the future. And if you want a property map, we're not gonna hand you one. Scan this QR code and get it on your phone. It's really not quite the same.
Now, I definitely miss these light-up valet drives at the old-school Vegas hotels. You just don't find them anymore. The valet drives now are so boring and so sterile. So thank you, Circus Circus, for still having one of these. You'll also find another one downtown at the plaza. And the last thing to know is I've got even more videos on Las Vegas. I've got some of my favorites up here on the screen. You'll also find links in the description below. Tap or click on any of these, and as usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in the next video.